Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Can you see this board?
Yes, sir.
What were we doing in the last class?
Sir, we are discussing about the steady currents.
Okay. So, steady currents give constant magnetic field, right?
Sir, you said you will explain the graph too.
Right. See, so what you are saying that as electron guns emits more and more electrons, there are more electrons are now moving, and accordingly, the electric field at point P will increase with time. This is what you were asking, right? Electrons बढ़ते जा रहे हैं time के साथ, and therefore जो P पर magnetic field है, that will also increase. So yes, that's correct. But it's like this. If you plot a graph versus T versus B, yes, it will increase with time because there are now more and more electrons. Each electron is contributing to some current. हर electrons का current में contribution है. But this magnetic field will start saturating with time. Why? You can think of like this. Let us say I have this much wire of charge. There is some electric field at this point P. If I increase the length, the electric field will increase. If I further increase the length, this electric field will increase. Okay. So the length of wire versus the electric field, it increases. But as you keep increasing the length, the rate of increase of electric field does not increase in the same proportion. It approaches a constant value. And when L is equal to infinity, you know what is E, right? Using Gauss law or any technique. So electric field approaches a constant value. Same situation is happening here. So when you fire electron from this gun, it is equivalent to that current is increasing, I is increasing, as well as the length of the wire. आप इसको एक length की तरह से मान सकते हैं. The length of wire is also increasing. Okay. So obviously I agree with you. Field will increase, but with time it will start approaching a constant value, just like electric field. Okay.
Thank you.
So steady currents.
सर
Yes.
सर अगर ऐसा हो तो कि करंट इंक्रीज हो रही है लेकिन मैग्नेटिक फील्ड कांस्टेंट है तो स्टेडी करंट होगी क्या?
And so you are saying that I is increasing with time, but
Yes,
V
sir.
is constant. And is it true?
सर अगर ऐसी सिचुएशन आ जाए तो मुझे नहीं पता ऐसा होगा कि नहीं होगा, बट अगर ऐसा हो जाए तो
सर ये तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है ना, अगर दूसरा मैग्नेटिक फील्ड जब तक नहीं लगाएं.
See, B is proportional to I. So when you say I is proportional to 2E, obviously B is proportional to T. I don't know whether it is possible. Because your magnetic field is always proportional to the current. So if current is changing, field will also change. Right? So it's a constant B. And what is steady current? We have discussed last time. So in mathematics, how do I represent the steady current? So steady current means if electrons, let us say this is a wire. If electrons are flowing in this wire, they must not accumulate at any point. ऐसा ना हो कि ये किसी point पे accumulate होना शुरू हो जाए. Let us say here. Okay. If a situation like this happens, then this current will not be a steady current, or this dq by dt or this del q by del t या del rho by del t, this must not be non-zero. ये हमेशा जीरो रहना चाहिए at each and every point. Let us say this is the portion of wire. The number of charges in this wire should not change with time. Let us say there are 100 electrons at any time in this piece of wire. They should always remain 100. If they are increasing or decreasing, it means this is not a steady current. So in mathematics, the same equation means that del rho by del t is equal to 0. Okay. So when you have a perfect wire, perfect conducting wire, there are electrons in this wire, but in any region, even if current is flowing, current flow हो रहा है तब भी, numbers of electron in that wire remains constant all the time. They are moving, but let us say 10 electrons are going this side, then 10 come from this side at the same time. Okay, and numbers of electrons remain constant all the time in this range. So charge should not pile up. Or if we use equation of continuity,
Divergence of current density is 0.
yes. So what does equation of continuity say? That if charges are going to store somewhere, then divergence will not be 0. If charges are not going to store, then divergence is also 0. So these are quite obvious. Divergence means 0 is whatever current is going in a small region, same current is going out. Okay, so both have same meaning. So this is a mathematical definition of the same thing. Okay. So this is the definition for steady current, and obviously this law vector B is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi dl cross r cap upon r square is valid only for steady or time independent currents. Means ये current steady होना चाहिए या time independent. If you are thinking that you can find magnetic field due to a alternating current, can you use this formula for this sort of currents? Let us say this is a wire.
No, sir.
And I apply a alternating voltage to it. V is equal to V naught sin omega t. There is some resistance here, R. Okay. And I want to know what is the magnetic field generated by this wire. So now there are some surprises. Exact answer? But let us say even if we use, what is the problem? यदि फिर भी हम यूज करते हैं तो क्या गलत आंसर आएगा?
Sir, but at a particular time, say t equal to t dash, we can use, sir. But it
Right.
keep changing along as the time passes.
Yes, it will change. But let me tell you, we cannot use. But even if we use, it is very close to exact result. Whatever is the exact answer, we do not know. But यदि आप फिर भी यूज करते हैं, वो more or less exact result के equivalent ही आएगा. So in strict sense, Weier's-Sabat law is only true if it's a constant value. But even if you use for like time varying currents, it's a surprising fact that it still work. Error है इसमें, but negligible है. Okay. Error कब बढ़ेगा? If you increase omega. यदि आपका omega extremely high है, then there is a problem. But for like household current, where the omega is around 50 hertz, or like your skin refresh rate, जो कि आजकल 120 hertz भी आने लगा है, this type of formula is still allowed. इतनी frequency पे भी ये formula fail नहीं करते हैं, they give you fairly accurate results. Okay. So we should not use, but we still use Biot-Savart law even for time varying current, if we are willing to take that much error without any problem. Now let us solve some case. And let me deal with some simple case first. This is a current loop. Or let me make a current loop like this. And a current I is flowing through it in the anti-clockwise direction. What is the magnetic field at the center of this loop? इस point P पर magnetic field क्या होगा? And the radius is R. So how do I calculate it? The technique is simple. Take a small portion, let us say this much. The length of this is dl, and the magnetic field due to this dl at this point P is how much? dB. Denote upon 4 pi. How much is the current in this portion? I dl. What is the direction of dl? Along the current. So current is in the theta cap direction, right? So this is dl theta cap cross r cap. R cap means a vector joining this line element to the point where I need to calculate the field. So this is vector r. ये vector r है, and r cap is just the unit vector in this direction. Okay, divided by r square. Okay. Now let us simplify this first. Then only we can integrate mu naught upon 4 pi I dl theta cap cross r cap. What is theta cap here? This direction. R cap is this direction. What is their cross product? So theta cap इधर है, R cap इधर को है, इनका क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट किधर को होगा?
J cap.
So their cross product is theta cap cross R cap. In this case is this, right? Perpendicular to this board coming towards us, or that is, let me call it Z cap. Okay. Now this R is constant, right? It's equal to R. The mod of this value is simply R, right? So let us write dl Z cap upon R square. What is the magnetic field due to this whole circular loop? यदि इतने छोटे पोर्शन की वजह से इतना था, पूरे लूप की वजह से क्या होगा? Integral of this. So mu naught is constant, 4 pi constant, I constant. Let me take out the constant parts. Z cap, it's a constant direction, ये change नहीं हो रही है. If I am here, Z cap is perpendicular. मैं यदि यहाँ पर भी होऊंगा, still Z cap has the same direction. यहाँ पे है तब भी Z cap इसी direction में है, right? So Z cap can also be taken out. 1 upon r square, it's a constant. Integral over dl. And what is integral over dl?
2 pi r.
2 pi.
I, and this is 2 pi r upon r square z cap. This you can write 2 cancels, pi cancels, you not I upon 2r. Okay. Now let us make this example a little bit complicated. This is the coil now. So it is actually perpendicular to this plane. So it looks like ellipse, but it is a circular coil. And this is the center of the coil. And this is the axis of the coil. Okay. So at this point P, this is the field जो अभी calculate किया है. What is the field here? Let's see here. So this is at a distance z from the center. Center से z height पर या center से z distance पर क्या field होगा? And this is r. ये सब distance r. Okay. So current is flowing, let us say anti-clockwise or clockwise. So this is the direction of current I. What is the field here? So let me take again a small piece. I'm just redrawing the same thing again. Okay. And we can take anything we want. Let us say we take some element here. Okay. This is dl theta cap. And due to this point, I want to know what is the field at this point Q. So what is the answer? Right. And what is r here? R is this vector. इस dl को इससे जोड़िए. This is r. Okay. Now can you please tell me what is theta cap cross r cap? Or first let, if the radius is r, यदि radius r है loop का.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, better to split the components, sir.
Sorry.
D theta and r cap.
I Okay, so let me first write what is r in terms of. Can I write magnitude of r in terms of this r and z?
Z square plus R square root.
Right.
Under root R square plus Z square.
Right. Now direction, that is a somewhat complicated thing. It is perpendicular to theta cap. It is perpendicular to r cap as well. So obviously it's a complicated thing. मानते हैं कि ये है. तो theta cap is this, r cap is this. Let us say this is the direction of vector b. Okay. कोई बात नहीं. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a opposite part of it. So in this side and this line element. What is the magnetic field due to this line element, which is just opposite to it along the diameter? So this is dl1 and this is b1. Because of this dl2, what is the magnetic field? Agree? Right? Let me remove this point from here. So this is a point Q. This is due to dl2. Now I need to. Now there are two options for me. Either I calculate field due to dl1, b1, and then integrate over the full loop. Second option is I calculate magnetic field due to dl1 and dl2, okay, and then integrate it over the half of the loop only. What I mean is this. Instead of b1, I am going to calculate, or dv1, I am calculating this quantity. And how much is this is equal to? Mu naught I upon 4 pi dl. So theta cap cross r1 cap upon r1 square plus, this is constant everywhere, dl1, dl2 theta cap cross r2 cap upon r2 square. बेनिफिट क्या होगा ऐसा करने से? What is the summation of these two vectors? If I take component of this vector, part of it along the axis, part of it perpendicular to axis. What is the component of B2 vector? Part of it along the axis, part of it perpendicular to axis. And these two components cancel. What I am left with is only the component along the horizontal, along the axis. What is this angle theta? कोई बता सकता है थीटा कितना है? Any idea?
So, tan inverse R upon Z.
Tan inverse Z by R.
Let me see.
Tan inverse R by Z,
Sir, आप
Z by R.
सर
So
आप
this
उसको
is
थीटा से कोई और
90
सिंबल
tan inverse Z by R.
someone is saying to use other symbol for which variable?
सर फॉर थीटा बिकॉज देयर इज अनदर थीटा.
All right, okay. So let me
Sir,
call this
use
angle phi.
phi of-
Okay, I got your point. Let me call this angle phi. Obviously, this is 90 degree because B is perpendicular to R and theta. And this is 90 minus phi now, right? So 90 minus phi is what? R upon Z. Is equal to R upon Z, right? Or cot phi is equal to R upon Z. This is phi. And this is equal to Z square minus R square. Is it? Anyway. So I can write this number is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi. And this R1 is square and R2 square. Only the direction is different. Otherwise, they have the same magnitude, which is R, right? And this theta cap cross R cap plus this quantity is now equal to how much? So unit vector along this, उसका इधर को projection कितना होगा? Cos phi dl cos phi k cap. Any doubt here? This is the unit vector along B1 cap. Theta cross R1 means this. Unit vector along B1. Second vector is unit vector along B2. Their summation is only one vector along k cap, which has this much magnitude. This is dv vector. What is the complete vector? Now, what is the integral of dl? dl का integral कहाँ से कहाँ तक होगा? 0 to 2 pi or 0 to pi?
0 to pi.
Because when I consider this is automatically considered. So I only need to integral over 0 to pi. And
pi r आएगा ना सर?
Yes, 0 to pi r. Right. R. So mu naught I upon 4 pi I upon r square pi r pi r cos phi. This is the answer. इसको simplify करना रह गया. K cap. So I upon what is r square? R square plus z square to the power nothing. Cos phi is what? Cos phi कितना होगा?
Under root r square plus z square whole power 3 by 2.
Yes, this is very mistake. R z. This is r square plus z square. Right? Cos phi is r upon this quantity. So r into r upon r square plus z square plus square root. K cap.
So I think
Yes.
you have written I cap as I.
Say it again.
I think you have written small I as capital I cap as I currently.
Right. Sorry. Right. So this we can remove or this we can remove. All right. Yes. Sorry for the mistake. So there is nothing here. It is 1 by r square. Okay. All right. Now we have just solved it. How much we get? Mu naught upon 4 pi. And there is pi here also. Right? So pi cancels. Mu naught upon 4 I 1 upon just 1 minute.
Sir, in the denominator 4 will come or 2 will come?
It should be 2, I think, sir.
Just 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute.
Yes, sir. 2 will become.
Sir, should we have to integrate over 2 pi r?
नो सर, वहाँ पे सर 2 टाइम्स हो जाएगा ना सर, जो अपन ने 2 वहाँ पर मिस कर दिया है ऊपर में सर, और
Where?
ऊपर
Right.
Yes, sir. 2 times into that quantity.
Right. Right.
Yes,
right.
sir.
Sorry for the mistake. Yes. So 2 dl cos phi, 2 is here. Right. Okay. And this becomes 2 now. And let me simplify this also. So what I'm doing, I'm taking r out. Okay. So this is correct. So this is complete formula for B. And one easy verification is put z is equal to 0. If you put z is equal to 0 here, you should get the previous formula. Okay. So that's how we can use Biot-Savart law in multiple cases. The calculations may be difficult, but formula guarantees to give you the answer. आपके integrals complicated हो सकते हैं, but formula is also always applicable in all cases. Is there any equivalent of Gauss law? I mean, can we calculate magnetic field for symmetric cases very easily? Something as we do in Gauss law?
Yes, sir, I think.
Ampere law, sir.
Ampere's law. What is this? So law is this. Let me draw a loop. Okay. And I calculate magnetic field at each point. Let us say it is vector B. वो किधर भी हो सकता है. Let us say it is like in this direction. It may be in this direction. It may be parallel to this. It may be anti-parallel to this. Okay, it may be perpendicular to this. Whatever is the vector B, dot dl. Dl means a small vector along the loop. Okay. This integral over this complete loop is equal to something. And what is this something? Mu naught.
Mu naught I enclosed.
I enclosed. I enclosed means, let us say a wire is passing through this loop. इस loop के अंदर से होता हुआ जा रहा है. Let us say this is another wire going through this loop. This is another wire going through this loop. Okay. Their direction does not matter. And let us say a wire is here also. It is outside the loop. Okay. And let us say when we define this dl vector, this was the direction of dl. हमने इस direction में dl को माना है एंटी क्लॉक. ओके. इसमें करंट है I1 अप, इसमें करंट है I2 डाउन, इसमें करंट है I3 अप, इसमें करंट है I4 अप. Can you please tell me what is mu naught I enclosed?
I1 plus I3 minus I2.
So I can see I4 is outside the loop, so I cannot take it. Now there are two answers, either I1 plus I3 minus I2, और that is also true, ये भी तो हो सकता है. कौन सा सही होगा?
सर ऊपर वाला I1 plus I3 minus I2.
Why?
ऊपर वाला sir.
Why?
Sir, because of DL direction.
Right.
Yes sir. Yes
So
sir.
it comes from the direction of DL. If DL is anti-clock, the vectors which is going up will be taken as positive, or the vectors which are going down will be taken as negative. It's the same rule, this right thumb rule. Okay. So same thing is here, and the current which are along the thumb, because this DL is along the fingers, so whatever current is along the thumb will be taken as positive. So I1 is positive, I3 is positive, I2 is negative. So this is the equivalent version of Gauss law in case of magnetic field. Integral B dot dl is equal to mu naught I enclosed. Okay. Guys, can you just give me 1 minute?
Sure, sure.
Okay. So this is Ampere's law in, again, Ampere's law in integral form. This is an integral over loop, so I can apply Stokes theorem to it. What is the Stokes theorem? Integral of any vector function over a loop is equal to curl of that vector function and the surface integral on the same loop. Means if this is the loop, this integral is measured on the boundary, and this integral is measured on the surface captured by this boundary. इस boundary के अंदर जितना surface आ रहा है उस पर. Let us do it here. So what we get on the left hand side? Del cross B dot ds. What is on the right hand side? Mu naught I. Can I write I as this? Right? Because all these wires are passing through this surface, right? So if I know the current density, I can calculate how much current is passing through this cross-sectional surface. That is this, right? Or del cross B is how much? This. This is also the Ampere's law. But it is in differential form. All right. So what we get now? Here we have this formula. Here we have this formula. Here we have Gauss law. Here we have Ampere's law. Here divergence of electric field is rho epsilon naught. Here curl of magnetic field is something which depends on current. Okay. Curl is 0 here. What about divergence here? What else do you know?
Divergence of magnetic field 0, sir.
Why? What is the application of this in symmetric cases? What else do you know about electric field? Potential, which is a scalar quantity. Do we have a potential for this?
No, sir.
And what is the equivalent of potential? If B is the potential, how do we connect it with the electric field? Derivative or gradient of potential. यहाँ पे क्या होगा इसका? और यहाँ पे क्या होगा इसका? So these are the things that we need to cover, right? So let us focus on this topic first. This is somewhat easy, and then we will cover remaining part one by one. Application in symmetrical cases. So one symmetrical cases is this, and this is the easiest one. This is a wire carrying current I, okay, and this is an infinite wire. What is the magnetic field at a distance r from this wire? कैसे करेंगे इसको?
सर एक लूप ले लेंगे आर रेडियस का, जिसका सेंटर लाइन पे होगा.
So one method is Weierstrass law. आप लगा सकते हैं, मुश्किल नहीं है. Take a small line element. इससे कैलकुलेट कीजिए फील्ड यहाँ पे कितना है, and then do the integration from minus to plus infinity. That is one technique. Second is use the Ampere's law. And what is the trick? I am going to make a loop, a circular loop, which is passing through this point. Okay, like this. And let us say this is the direction of this loop. What is the magnetic field what is the direction of magnetic field due to this current carrying wire? You know it is tangential to this loop. जो field का direction होगा tangential होगा. And you also, I mean, realize from common sense that field is constant at all the points. Field हर point पे same है. Let us say this field is B. So vector B is some constant value times direction is theta cap. Theta cap means this direction. What is dl vector? Some dl, direction is theta cap. What is the integral? Is equal to so b theta cap dot dl theta cap integral b d theta, and b is same all over this loop because सभी points equal distance पर है. So b is out. Integral d theta means 2 pi. dl means this dl means sorry.
DL.
It is dl, no? Not d theta. So dl is how much? B dl.
2 pi r.
So 2 pi r b. How much is the current passing through the coil? Sorry, passing through the loop.
I.
I.
Or what is b? That's it. Okay, direction is theta cap. So this is one simple case where you can calculate the magnetic field due to a current carrying wire. Any other symmetric case you can think of?
Sir, like
Solenoid.
Solenoid.
sir, like what, sir?
Like what?
Can you repeat what you're asking?
All right. So like this is one symmetrical cases where you apply Ampere's law to calculate magnetic field. You can apply Weber-Savart law also, but you can see applying Ampere's law, calculations are quite easy. Any other case where you can apply Ampere's law?
Sir,
Sir,
we can apply it in solenoids.
Or
sir,
this
we can
Hmm?
sir, we can apply on a toroid.
Infinite charge sheet.
Sir, uniform planes.
That's what I'm saying, infinite current seat. So it's like a seat of infinite area and current is going on this seat. Okay. Something like this. Anything else?
Sir, we can apply on a long hollow conducting cylinder.
So long cylinders, yes, I mean that is extension of the current carrying wire. So you are already aware of many cases. Let us take solenoid.
Sir,
Solenoid is like this. Yes.
Sir, before that, I have a small doubt
Yes.
in that Ampere circuit law. While you
Yes.
are proving it, sir, just like the gravitational force and the static electric force are conservative in nature, we are getting every time that in closed integral of that E bar dot dl bar is 0
Right.
or 0 volts, but here we are not getting null quantity. So doesn't that integral b bar dot dl bar doesn't it represent some physical quantity, sir, like some work?
So no, B dot dl here does not make, I mean, it has no physical relevance. And regarding your conservative property, the surprises are here. So when you say conservative, we are actually talking about potential. So what happens to this? Okay. And let me give you answer in advance. There are potentials for magnetic field, but these are vector potential. So potentials are defined, and but this is not a scalar quantity, it's a vector quantity, and that's why the name vector potential. Okay, so these
Sir,
are not
Okay, sir.
as you mentioned in the first lecture of this topic, the vector potential.
sorry.
Sir, is this that vector potential you mentioned in the first class of magnetic force class?
Vector potentials are defined for mostly for magnetic fields.
Okay.
So it's a, I mean, I get your point. It's not conserved thing, and that is why there are many things which are quite different from the electrical part. So potential is there. It's a vector quantity. Similarly, there are alternatives of this gradient of potential. There are something, we will discuss what it is. There is something which connects vector potential to the currents. So everything is there, but they are slightly different from electrical case. So this is the, let us say this is the binding of wires on the solenoid. Okay. And when I say solenoid, there are many turns on a cylinder. Let us say the radius of cylinder is r, and obviously it has some length. Let us say numbers of turns in unit length are n. Now, how do I find magnetic field due to this solenoid? Can anyone tell me? What is the Amperian loop? किस तरीके से loop बना है?
सर एक
Sir, we
लूप
are
को बनाइए जो अंदर से फिर घूम के बाहर से कनेक्ट हो जाए.
सर इसको पहले
सर,
बीच
एक-
से काटेंगे.
नो सर, एक स्क्वायर टाइप लूप बनाएंगे जो कि आधा अंदर होगा और आधा बाहर होगा.
All right. Now, I need to
Now,
know
sir-
what is magnetic field.
Sir, B
What
dot
is-
dl, sir, integration of B dot dl equals to mu summation of I, and summation of I is, suppose there is n number of turns inside the loop, then ni, mu ni, and B dot dl B dot dl को अपन चार पार्ट में तोड़ेंगे, P1 से P2, P2 to P3, P3 to P4 and P4 to P1. And magnetic field, sorry, B dot dl along P2 to P3 and P4 to P1 is 0, and along the P1 and P2 and P3 and P4 is same, I guess.
Sir, if we take that Ampere circuit law, we will get zero on all the sides except on P1, P2. On the side
What
P1
about-
and P2.
What about P3, P4?
Sir, it's also be
Sir,
0.
Sir,
Why?
zero.
Now, magnetic field is zero.
It is 0, but why 0?
Sir,
Magnetic field is zero outside the solenoid.
sir, because B is perpendicular to DL.
No,
Sir,
sir,
B is not
magnetic
present
field
where P3 and P4 are there.
solenoid के बाहर
He is
zero होती है.
absent that.
All right. Please one by one so that all of you can. So, Shashank, are you going to say something?
No, sir, I'm thinking right now.
Yes. Who want to suggest something? Some girl was there.
Sir, B is 0 outside the solenoid, so it will be 0. Magnetic field is not present.
But how do you know that outside solenoid B is 0? So many of you are emphasizing on the point that B out is 0. What's the ground for this argument?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, B outside is not a 0. Like, it's maybe perpendicular.
Perpendicular to loop. Perpendicular to loop means
Yes, sir. Yes.
parallel to current.
Yes,
लूप के
sir.
परपेंडिकुलर जाने का मतलब है करंट के पैरेलल हो गए आप. It is impossible.
Sir, on the
Yes,
side
sir.
P1.
So let me give you the answer. B out is 0 and this is not right. Now please suggest why B out is 0.
Sir, on the side, sir, once can you show the diagrams?
Yes.
Where you wrote P1, P2, P3, P4,
Yes.
P5.
So P3, P4, this is not the right statement. ये गलत लिखा हुआ है. It is 0.
Sir, on side P1 and P4 and on side P2 and P3, B is perpendicular to DL bar, sir, along these parts.
Yes. So P2, P3, B dot DL is 0, whatever is B. B कुछ भी होगा तब भी B dot DL 0 हो जाएगा. Right? Now we are
Yes,
left
sir.
with
Yes, sir.
P1, P2 and P3, P4. What to do with P2, P1, P2 and P3, P4?
Sir, we are taking these cases for very large solenoids, so it will cancel each other's effect. Like it will go in different directions, so overall net vector summation will be 0.
Let us take magnetic field outside non-zero. And what is the direction? This or this? कौन सा डायरेक्शन लिया जाए? On P3.
Along P3. Along P3.
Along P3. All right. Let us take P3. And it's a long solenoid, so it means that magnetic field is nearly constant at all points on P3, P4. What is the direction of field in P1, P2? This or this?
Along P1.
Along P1, huh? All right. Let us see what happens. So integral B dot dl is equal to integral P2 P1 integral P1 P4 integral P4 P3 integral P3 P2 is equal to mu naught. There are how many turns there? Let us say this length is L. कुछ length होगा इस loop का. Then how many turns are there? N times L turns, and each turn carrying current I. P2 P1 is how much? Field is B, length is L. Right? This is the direction of loop. P1 P4 0, P4 P3 BL, P3 P2 0. Mu naught N L I. What is the answer? Mu naught N I by 2. सही है? And this is inside as well as outside, right? सही आंसर है?
Sir,
Yes.
why that one more BL came, sir?
Why there?
Why that one more BL came? BL plus 0 plus BL plus 0. Why two terms of BL arrived?
That's what I'm asking. Or let me ask you one more thing. Outside means how much distance from the solenoid? Solenoid से कितना दूर?
उसके पास नहीं
बहुत
just
कम.
क्यों?
At every distance, sir.
Is there any restriction if I take? All right. Let us say my loop is like this. Part of it is inside, and then it is going 500 kilometer from here. क्या दिक्कत है?
Sir, हम लोग ने इतना नहीं है.
क्या इस लूप में भी दिक्कत है? This is 500 kilometer.
सर स्ट्रेंथ बहुत कम हो जाएगी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड की compared to P1 P2.
All right. So you are saying that outside is field B1, outside B1 है, and inside it is B2. I agree with you. Then inside means this is B1, this is B2. So this is not this. फिर तो ये भी गलत है. What I am getting is B1 plus B2 is equal to mu naught Ni. Okay. Now how do I calculate one of them?
Sir, we have a class on 14, sir.
All right. So think about it. You are close to answer, but something is being missed by you.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Can we say the magnetic field outside the solenoid at every point will be constant? Sorry, same. So it will be 0.
Yes. What we are saying is right. So we will discuss about it in the next class.
Okay.